Marcy Robin, thank you for joining me. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps. So this is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for the PS4. The name of the franchise is the BRONX KNIGHTS, and I've wedged them into the American League West. Currently, as you can see on the screen, it is the first week of August. This team is 75-40 in first place in the American League West, 11 and a half games in front of the Seattle Mariners. My intention is to play every inning of every game of this franchise. 162, no skipping, no simulating, 162 plus, hopefully playoffs and beyond. So let's jump into the next game on the schedule and see what we have. So after a day off, it looks like a 4-game set at home against the Kansas City Royals. So let's start up this 4-game set. Here we go. Play. Okay. Auto utilize. Play full game. We are the home team at Classic Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Broadcast. Patrick Joseph is the starting pitcher. Everyone looks good because they just had a day off. Chris Ramos, second baseman of the BRONX KNIGHTS, is leading the American League in batting average with .369 average. He also leads the league in home runs, going for that triple crown. Here is the standings. No, check that, lineups. So welcome for some Major League Baseball here at Classic Yankee Stadium as we watch the Kansas City Royals visit the BRONX KNIGHTS. On the mound for the Knights is Patrick Joseph. He's 11-4 with a 5.37 earned run average, going for win number 12 on the season. And leading off for the Royals, Byron Buxton, 225, 7 homers, 19 runs batted in. Last year's Gold Glove Award winner for center field. First pitch of the ball game. Just off the plate outside, ball one. BRONX KNIGHTS are 35 games over 500, good for first place in the AL West. That's Don Mattingly at first base. And in center field, Max Luklitch.
First pitch, 7-10.
And he tries to bunt, misses the bunt. Called a strike. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Buxton. Fouls off the slider. Count is 1-2. 72 degrees here in the Bronx. Partly cloudy, beautiful sunny day. First game of a 4-game set. Grounds it to the second baseman Ramos. Fields, fires, and there is 1 away. So, starting lineup for the Royals. Byron Buxton is in center. Nick Senzel is at second. Alex Bregman is at third. Paul Canerico is the DH. Jesse Winkler is in left. Matt Olson's at first. Tyler Freeman is at short. Jordan Luplow in right. And Shea Langoliers is behind the plate and batting ninth. Nick Senzel, 285, 18 homers, 53 runs batted in. Steps in with 1 out here in the top of the first. And it's in there for strike 1. And he waits on the curveball but fouls it back. Count was quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Senzel. Senzel, I don't know how to pronounce it, but close enough, I'm sure. And he pulls the breaking ball foul up the third baseline. Count remains 0-2. Fouls it back, and we will do it again. Line drive to right. LoCicero makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman.
So, up third, Alex Bregman, the third baseman, 282, 17 homers, 59 runs batted in. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Ground ball through the middle. He beats the shift, and there is a 2-out single here for the Kansas City Royals. Bregman is at first with a single.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Paul Canerico.
So batting cleanup for the Royals is Paul Konerko, the designated hitter. Steps in, he is hitting .288, 29 homers, 82 runs batted in.
That's the ball.
Fastball is low, ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Breaking ball hits the outside corner, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Slider inside corner, 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, side is retired. So after half an inning of baseball, it's the Kansas City Royals nothing. BRONX KNIGHTS coming to bat. On the mound for the Royals, Mike Fultonmew, I don't know how to pronounce it, making his 24th start of the season. His record is 7-8 with a 6.67 earned run average. Leading off for the BRONX KNIGHTS is Mighty Max Luklitch, the center fielder, hitting .314, 4 homers, 30 RBIs. He also has 31 stolen bases on the season. Fultonmew. And that is a line drive to center, a bloop base hit, and the leadoff man is on for the BRONX KNIGHTS. He's been slumping a bit lately, so it's nice to see him to get off to a good start. So Donnie Baseball, 321 average. Pitches low and outside, ball one. Kansas City Royals are in last place in the American League Central. Freddie Freeman, I believe, and who knows. So the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Grounds it through the hole on the right side. It is a base hit. And they lead off the first here with runners at first and second and nobody out. Again, it's just first baseman was holding him on and he shot the ground ball through the right side. Next up is Chris Ramos, the second baseman. He is hitting .369, 46 home runs, 116 runs batted in. And he is putting his name in the hat for American League Most Valuable Player. Runner at first and second and nobody out. Pitches low, ball one. Outside, count is 2 balls and no strikes on runners. He leads the league in batting average and home runs, and he's second in the league in runs batted in. Count is 3 balls and no strikes. Michael O'Rourke is on deck. Will he have the green light here on 3-0? Outside corner called strike 1. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike on Ramos. Runners lead off first and second. Inside off the plate, ball 4. So the bases are now loaded with nobody out. And up steps the left fielder, Michael O'Rourke. No place to put him. Michael's hitting .344, 29 homers, 86 runs batted in. And he carries a 16-game hitting streak into this contest. Swing and a miss. It's 2-seamer, strike 1. He has grounded into 12 double plays this season, so there's that. Grounds it 2. Third baseman over to second for 1. Back to first. Double play, so it's a 1-0 lead. On the double play, he does not get credited with a run batted in. So there are quickly 2 outs, runner at third. It's probably the worst thing that could have happened. So next up is Jacob Salazar, the shortstop. He's up there with 2 away. Jacob has a .328 average. He has 13 home runs. Runner at third and 2 outs. And he lines it down the left field line into the seats, strike 1. Jacob is 5 for his last 12. That's a 400+ average.
Nope.
Outside, count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Salazar. And he wraps it up the first base line. It is a foul ball. Count is 1-2. Grounds it to the right side. Throws it over to his first baseman. Tosses it to Fulton, who's covering at the bag to retire the side. So, the end of one. It's the Bronx Knights 1, Kansas City Royals 0. So we go to the top of the second. Up steps Jesse Winkler. He's hitting .283 on the season. 27 homers, 78 runs batted in. Leading off here against Patrick Joseph. In there, strike one, 94 on the radar gun. Off the plate inside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And it is a line drive to center towards the gap, but Luklitch makes the catch for out number 1. Defensive alignment for the Bronx Knights in the outfield from left to right is Mike O'Rourke, Max Luklitch, Benny LoCicero. And in the infield is Termini, Salazar, Ramos, Mattingly, and Anthony Millo is behind the plate. The Knights are in 3rd in the American League in fielding percentage, so they have a good defensive ball club. Next up is Matt Olson, 305, 22 homers, 62 runs batted in. And here comes the pitch with 1 out. Inside corner, strike 1. And he fouls off the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Olson. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball, and there are 2 away. Joseph's 2nd strikeout of the game. Let's watch the replay.
The shortstop, Tyler Freeman.
So next up, with 2 away, is Tyler Freeman, 261, 15 homers, 40 runs batted in. Outside corner, strike 1. Way out in front of the curveball. Count is 0-2. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. Side is retired. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Joseph. And after an inning and a half, it's Bronx Knights 1, Kansas City 0. So it's Tyler Freeman, not Freddie Freeman. So we go to the bottom of the second. Stepping in is the right fielder, Benny LoCicero. He has a 9-game hitting streak. Overall, 298, 25 homers, 89 runs batted in on the season. And he fouls off the 2-seamer, strike 1. Benny was 2 for 4 with a home run in their last game. Fouls off the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. High, ball 1. Count is 1-2. Did he check it? Yes, he did. According to the third base umpire, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Benny. Fouls off the fastball, 96 on the radar gun to stay alive. Count remains 2-2. And fouls it back again. Down the left field line into the seats. And this time he yanks it down the first base line. count still 2 balls, 2 strikes, no one out here in the top of the second. 1-0 lead for the Knights. And late, foul ball. Outside, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch. Matt Saps, the DH, is on deck. Ground ball through the box, up the middle, and it is a leadoff single here for the Knights. Benny wins the battle. Gets the hit after, I'd say, about 11 or 12 pitches, and that is a 10-game hitting streak for Benny. This is the replay. Sometimes it's just where you ground ball with eyes. So next up, Matthew Saps. Designated hitter, 285, 21 homers, 71. He throws it away, but bounces hard off of the wall and back to Olsen, the first baseman, so no advance in the base paths. So 21 homers, 71 runs batted in for Saps. Slider outside, ball 1. Or was that the changeup? Probably the changeup. Swing and a miss at the inside fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Low, 2-1. The Knights are 75-40, good for 11.5 game lead in the American League West Division. Way out in front of the slider, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Saps. Quick throw to first. Gets the hand in there, he's fine. Again, throw to first. Outside, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. No one out, runner leads off first, LoCicero. Will he be in motion? No 3-2 count, probably not. And that is a line drive base hit up the middle. And there are 2 runners on with nobody out here in the top of the second. They are threatening yet again. Here's the replay. Line drive up the middle. So next up is the third baseman, Matt Termini. And he is hitting .310, 8 homers, 60 runs batted in. And it's a high strike, but called a strike nonetheless. It's high, but anyway. Count is 0-1. High. This one called a ball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he fouls it upstairs behind the plate. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, and there's 1 away. That's first strikeout for Fulton, Fulton, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Fulton Nuts. So the catcher, Anthony Miller, 247, 9 homers, 46 runs batted in, steps in. And he hits a deep drive to right. Back goes the right fielder. It is off the wall. And they got a late start because they weren't sure whether or not he was going to catch it and decoyed them. So it's a single for Anthony. The longest single you'll ever see, and the bases are now loaded with 1 out. He fooled them. Fooled the runner. They should have been in motion. Almost a home run. So the lineup turns over. Max Luklitch is up. He singled in the first, scored a run. He has the bases loaded and nobody out. And he hits a line drive, first base line, into the seats. Strike 1. Pitches outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on the speedy center field. Hard ground ball to the second baseman, spins over to second for one, back to first. He does not make the throw, so it'll be a fielder's choice and an RBI ground out for Luklitch, and the score is now 2-0 Knights. So next up is Don Mattingly. He had a single in his first at-bat, 2 outs, runners at first and third. Pitches down and low, ball 1. He's going to need a hit to get that runner in from third. Checks his swing, pitches low, count as 2 balls and no strikes. Don Mattingly was the 1985 American League Most Valuable Player for the New York Yankees. Not a Hall of Famer, but All-Star, Gold Glover. Late on the fastball, lines it into the stands, count as 2 balls and 1 strike. So it's a 2-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. Runners lead off first and third. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the second. And he pulls it down the line. It's got a chance to drop in there, and it is a foul ball. So the count will go full. Runner at first will be in motion. Here comes the payoff pitch. And this time it is a shallow fly ball. Oh, it drops in there for a base hit. So it's going to be an RBI. No, check that. It'll be an RBI double on the bloop base hit by Mattingly. That's his 21st double of the season, and the score is now 3-0. Thought for sure the right fielder was going to charge in and get that. So the pitching coach comes out to have a little conversation, calm him down, and up steps Chris Ramos, the second baseman, 2 away, runners at second and third. Pitches outside, ball 1. This is the first game of a 4-game set at Classic Yankee Stadium, and the Knights already have a 3-0 lead. 2 balls and no strikes.
No, that's low.
3-0 count. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he won't, because I don't have my hands on the controller. Walks him on 4 pitches to load the bases with 2 away. So apparently the conversation from the pitching coach did not matter. So, force at any base. Up steps the left fielder, Michael O'Rourke. He grounded out in the first.
Nope, that's down.
Down low, ball 1. Nowhere to put him. He's got to throw strikes. And that is a line drive to center. It is a base hit. And it's going to be a 2-run single as the throw is offline. So the score is 5-0. 2-run single for Michael O'Rourke. All with 2 outs. Here's the replay. So there'll be runners at first and third. With Jacob Salazar up to the plate. Swipe tag was unsuccessful. Mattingly made it past him, so it's an early. And that'll be all. The manager of the Royals has seen enough. He's going to the bullpen here in the top of the second. So out of the bullpen for the Royals comes Paul Blackburn, making his 62nd appearance out of the pen. 2-6, 4.36 earned run average. So runners at first and third, 2 away. Checks his swing, but the 2-seamer's in there for strike 1. Salazar is 0 for 1. And he yanks the ball down the right field line. In the seats, count as quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count as 1 and 2. Inside off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners lead off first and third. It is already a 5-0 lead for the Bronx Knights here in the top of the second. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch from Blackburn. Runner at first will be off. And he walks him. So ball 4, bases are loaded again with 2 away.
Now batting, number 38.
So Benny LoCicero, the right fielder, he is 1 for 1 with a single. He's got that average at 300 on the nose. And that's a line drive over the head of the first baseman. And it is a base hit. 1 run scores. The second run, the throw is offline. It is a 2-run single for Benny LoCicero. And it is now a 7-0 ball game here in the Bronx. Let's look at this replay.
Number 31.
Took it off the carpet. Matthew Saps, the DH, steps up. Runners at first and second. He has a single in his first at-bat. Takes outside ball 1. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two-seamer hits the outside corner. The count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners lead off first and second. And he pulls the fastball down the left field line. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second. 7-0 lead for the Knights. Oh, he's got a chance. This one might go. Back to the track, the wall, looking up. It is a 3-run home run for Matthew Saps. Home run number 22nd. That ball is gonzo. And it is a 10-0 lead here in the Bronx. All with 2 outs. Let's look at this replay. Oh my goodness. Down the left field line. Right over the 318 sign. Here's the replay. Oof. So next up, Matt Termini struck out in the second. He's 0 for 1. Takes outside ball 1. It is a 10-run lead here in the second. An offensive explosion here in Bronx. Pulls it foul, strike 1. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Low, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Checks his swing, curveball's low. Hitters count 3 balls and 1 strike on Termini. Outside corner, high strike, but count is full, 3-2. That's a line drive to center field. It is a base hit for Termini. He is 1 for 2. And this nightmare of a half inning will continue. Runner at first with 2 away.
Now batting, number 43.
So, the number 9 hitter, Anthony Millo, singled in the second. He's up there for his second plate appearance. Swings and misses at the inside fastball, strike 1. Low with the breaking ball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Millo. Off the plate inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And that's a line drive, but right there is the left fielder. He makes the catch to mercifully put an end to this nightmare of the half inning. So, at the end of 2 innings of play, the Bronx Knights score 8 times and lead 10-0. Yeah. Love it. Love it. So we go to the top of the third. It's a 10-0 lead for the Knights. Jordan Luplow, a part-time player, steps in, hitting .251, 9 homers, 34 runs batted in. Joseph, the recipient of all these runs, needs to just get through 5. And that is in there, strike 1. fouls off the curveball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Luklitch. Grounds it to the second baseman. Fields fires 1 away.
Batting ninth.
So the American League West standings, as you can see, the Bronx Knights are leading the division. They are a created franchise taking the place of the Houston Astros. That's the team that's missing. The Bronx Knights are 75 and 40, 11-game lead over the Mariners. So with 1 away, Shea Langoliers, the catcher, steps in. 240 average, 12 homers, 12 homers, 41 runs batted in. Grounds it again to Ramos. Backhands it, sets, fires. 2 away, 2 quick outs here in the third.
The center fielder, number 25.
So leadoff man Byron Buxton up there for his second plate appearance. He is 0 for 1.
Oh, that's low.
Pitches low, ball 1. Swing and a miss. The curveball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Byron. And he pulls it to the left center field gap. O'Rourke is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So it's a 2.5. It's a 10-0 lead for the Knights here in the Bronx. So we go to the bottom of the third. Max Luklitch steps up. He is 1 for 2. He's got an RBI, 2 runs scored already.
Number 39.
Swing and misses at the high fastball, strike 1. Max has 84 runs scored. He's on target to get 100 plus runs. And he fouls it, slicing into the seats, and quickly the count is 0-2 on Max. Outside, ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. High and outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he fouls it upstairs behind the plate. Count remains 2-2. And he flares it out to the outfield. It's going to drop in there. It is a base hit. And he has the second hit of the ball game for him. Leadoff man is on here in the top. Check that bottom of the third. No chance for the right fielder to make that play. So Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, 2 for 2. He had a single, a double, a run batted in. He's up to line drive, base hit to the right side. I was going to say he's up to 324, but his average will continue to rise above that with this hit here in the third. So runners will be at first and second with nobody out for Chris Ramos, who steps in. He walked in the second. Actually, high out inside, ball 1. 2 walks in this game. No official at bat as of yet. Average sits at 369. 2 balls, no strikes. Seems like they don't want to pitch to him today, as if it's a strategy. Hits a deep drive, curving into the seats, out of play. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Ramos. Line drive, caught! Leaping catch by the third baseman. Beautiful play for the first out of the inning. Nice job. Come on, you gotta show a replay of that. No replay, wow, okay. So left fielder Michael O'Rourke has a 2-run single in today's game. He's 1 for 2. Runners lead off first and second with 1 away. Pitches outside, ball 1. Well, he's got an on-base percentage over 400. That's what you like to see from your... And he swings and misses at the high fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And that ball is gonzo. That is a 3-run home run for Michael O'Rourke. Home run number 30 on the season. And as usual, he has his antics around this home run trot is always something. I wouldn't call it a trot this time, but in any event, the score is now 13-0. At this point, it is an absolute laugher. Oof, line drive. And Blackburn just knew it. He's there to soak up innings, and he's not doing a job at all. So, they take him out. Cy Young comes in to pitch in relief. He's 4-10 with a 4.86 earned run average. Here to just soak up innings. So, with a 13-0 lead, and only one out here in the top of the third, Screwball is outside for ball one to Jacob Salazar, who's 0 for 1. He does have a walk and a run score. And this is a fly ball, lazy fly ball to left field, and that is 2 outs for the Knights. And in case you're wondering, I like to play it on All-Star gameplay. The hitting difficulty is All-Star. Pitching difficulty is All-Star. So that's what I usually play it on. So 2 outs. Benny LoCicero is 2 for 2. And this is a solid line drive, but right there is the right fielder to make the catch to finally retire the side. But they scored 3 on the 3-run home run by Michael O'Rourke, his 30th of the season. At the end of 3 innings of play, it's the Bronx Knights 13, Kansas City Royals nothing. So I guess the Royals are just that bad. So we go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Nick Senzel, lined out in the first is 0 for 3.
Nick Senzel.
In there, strike 195 on the radar gun. Breaking ball finds the strike zone. Count is 0-2. Fouls off the fastball, will remain 0-2. Ground ball to the third baseman, Termini Fields, fires 1 away.
The third baseman, number 2.
Next up is Alex Bregman. He had a single in the first. He's 1 for 1. A little late on the fastball, strike 1. High strike, but strike nonetheless. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Bregman. Inside corner, strike 3, and there is 2 away. Caught him looking. Strikeout number 4 for Joseph.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So with 2 away here in the top of the 4th, it is Paul Konerko's turn. He struck out in the first. Pulls it foul down the third base line. Strike 1. So it's a 13-0 lead here in this first game of a 4-game set at classic Yankee Stadium between the Bronx Knights and the Kansas City Royals. Bronx Knights are in first place in their division. The KC Royals are in last place. And I'm not surprised because it's a 13-0 lead. Grounds it down the third base line. On the line is Termini. Throws across the diamond to retire the side. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Joseph. And it's a 3.5. It's 13-0 Knights. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Matt Saps, who's 2 for 2.
The designated hitter.
So he has a home run and 3 runs batted in this game. He's got the RBIs up to 74 on the season. Cy Young is in there for a 2nd inning of work. Pitches high, ball 1. Swing and a miss at the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Saps. Checked his swing. Count is 2-0. Pitch was low. That is a line drive, base hit to left field. Oh, he dropped it. He makes the turn. He's going to second. And it's going to be a single and most likely an error on the left fielder. Yeah, E7, single and an E7. So runner is in scoring position. That's on Jesse Winkler. Matt Termini, the third baseman, it's 1 for 2. He has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Pitches inside, ball 1. He has a single in the second. Outside corner, strike 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Termini. And he pops him up on the infield. Matt Olson makes the catch for the first out. Obviously no advance on the base paths. Saps will stay at second base.
Now batting, number 43.
So next up is the catcher, Anthony Millo, who's 1 for 2 with a single. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And that is a hard ground ball to the third base and across the diamond. There's 2 away, no advance on the base paths. So 2 outs, runner still at second.
Now batting, number 39.
Nice play by Bregman. So leadoff man Max Luklitch is up. He's 2 for 3, 2 singles. He scored 3 times today. He also 2 singles and a walk. At the knees, strike 1. Okay, 31 runs batted in is not second on the Knights. I don't know what the computer is thinking. Line drive, 1 hopper to the shortstop, over to first to retire the side. So, the end of 4 innings of baseball, it is a 13-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. Is there a mercy rule in Major League Baseball? There should be. So we go to the top of the 5th. Jesse Winkler is 0 for 1. He steps in against Joseph. And that is a deep drive. Looking up. That is a home run, solo homer for Jesse Winkler. Number 28 of the season. And it's now 13-1. Knights lead. Here's the replay. So, next up is Matt Olson, struck out in the second.
The first baseman, Matt.
Inside off the plate, ball 1. And he got him on the inside pitch. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike, jammed him. Line drive, base hit, beat the shift. So that's a single. So he's given up a home run and a single to lead off the
batter, number 3.
Top of the 5th. Tyler Freeman steps in. He struck out in the second. And it's a line drive down the first base line, but it goes foul. Strike 1. Outside. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the fastball. Count is 1 and 2 on Freeman. Fouls off the change of speed. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. It's a laugher. It's 13-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and there is 1 away. Patrick's 5th strikeout of the ballgame.
The right fielder, number 8, Jordan.
Just couldn't catch up to it. So next up is Jordan Lovelow, who grounded out in the 30s, 0 for 1. Running at first. Pitches just off the plate outside, ball 1. Line drive up the middle, base hit, and there are 2 runners on and only 1 out for the Royals. Here's the replay. So Shea Langoliers, the catcher, steps up, runner in scoring position. He is 0 for 1. And he lines it down the third base line into the seats, strike 1. Langoliers is hitting .239 on the season. Breaking ball outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Sometimes it's that fifth inning that's just the toughest one to get through. And he pulls it into foul territory. Count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 away. And that is strikeout number 6 on the game for Patrick.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
So the leadoff man steps in for his, I believe, his 3rd plate appearance. He is 0 for 2, Byron Buxton. Runners will still lead at 1st and 2nd. And that is gone. He put a charge into that one. That is a 3-run home run for Byron Buxton. Home run number 8 on the season. And just like that, it is 13-4. Sometimes you just try to throw strikes and you suffer the consequences. You hit that 437 feet. I mean, he'll still get the win, but he'll screw up your ERA. See the replay. It's just right down the middle. So next up is Nick Senzel. He's 0 for 2. High strike, but called strike by the home plate umpire. 0-1. And it's a line drive to left. O'Rourke is there to make the catch to retire the side. So the Kansas City Royals score 4 times. That would be exciting, except at 4.5 gone by, it's Bronx Knights leading 13-4. So not quite as exciting as it would normally be. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly is 3 for 3. He has a double, 2 singles, a run batted in. He's got that average up into the mid-320s. Jams him, and it will caught in the left field corner. Check that, left field corner. And finally, Mattingly is retired. He's 3 for 4. So the line score is on the starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals. An inning and 2/3, 7 hits, 7 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. That's a night he would love to forget. So Chris Ramos is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Steps in with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. That is a line drive, but it hangs up there for the right fielder. Checked out the left fielder to make the catch for the 2nd out.
The left fielder, Mike O'Rourke.
So Mike O'Rourke hit a 3-run home run in his last at-bat. Steps in, he's 2 for 3 with 5 runs batted in today. Big part of this offense. Backs him off the plate. Michael O'Rourke is the July Rookie of the Month in the American League. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And he just hit his 2nd one, or did he? No, it will go foul. Just a long strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. Thought he had home run number 31, but he pulled it foul. So here comes the pitch from Cy Young. And it is a hard ground ball to the second baseman. Backhanded, throws into the dirt, scooped nicely by Olsen, and the side is retired. So we've gone 5 innings. It's an official ball game. Bronx Knights lead by 9. It's 13-4. So we go to the top of the 6th. Up steps Alex Bregman. He's 1 for 2 with a single.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex.
And it's a line drive to center, and that one's got a chance. Back goes Luklitch. He does not make the catch. It bounces off the wall, and it's going to be his leadoff double here for Alex Bregman. That's double number 28 on the season. Let's watch this replay. I thought it had a chance of going out. So, before we go any further, go to the manager's office in the bullpen. And let's say, let's go Telly. We'll warm up. Paul Kinner goes up. Checks his swing, pitches at the knees, strike 1. He's 0 for 2 today. Struck out, he grounded out. Pitches outside, count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball. And that was a mistake by the pitcher. A mistake in judgment. So he's going to end up with a single, even though he deserves to be out. So runners will be at first and second with nobody out. We're going to go to the mound visit because they need to discuss with him. You shouldn't have thrown it to second. You should have just taken the easy out. So Jesse Winkler is 1 for 2 with a home run today. Steps in. Strike one. Right down the middle. Swing and a miss. The curveball inside. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Winkler. Or Winker, excuse me. Jesse Winker. High, tight. Count is 1 and 2. Oh, he's got another one. And this game is about to become interesting. That is a 3-run home run from Jesse Winker, his second of the ball game. Home run number 29. And just like that, it's a 13-7 ball game. And you begin to wonder, is there enough time? It's a replay. So, that'll be all.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Manager comes in, asks for the right-hander. That will be all for Patrick Joseph. He's still in line for the win. He cannot get the loss, but he gave up 7 runs in 6 innings pitched. So Telly steps in. He's pitched in 29 games. He's 4 and 5 with 5.03 earned run average. You just need him to soak up a couple of innings. Swing and a miss at the 2-seam fastball, strike one. Matt Olson has a single today. He's 1 for 2. Curveball inside. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Splitter off the plate inside. 2 and 1. And that is a line drive, base hit the other way. So, still nobody out here in this top of the 6th. They've already scored 3 times. They have a runner on. So, the stadium's starting to get a little nervous. Tyler Freeman has struck out twice. He's 0 for 2. And he swings at the first pitch and flies a lazy fly ball to right. LoCicero is there for the first out.
The right fielder, number 8.
Jordan Luplow steps in. He's 1 for 2 with a single. He scored a run.
Nope.
Pitch is low, ball 1. Grounds it to Salazar. Flips it to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. So a 6-4-3 double play retires the side, but not before they get 3 more runs. And after 5.5, it's Kansas City making this into a ball game. It's 13-7. Bronx Knights lead. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps the shortstop, Jacob Salazar. He's 0 for 2. He does have a walk. Run scored.
Jacob Salazar.
And he hits the deep drive. This one's got a chance. Up, back, looking up. That's Gonzo. That's a solo home run for Jacob Salazar. Number 14 on the season. And it is 14-7. Give me 1 minute. I need to pause the game and step up for 1 second. Let's imagine that it's a rain delay, and if you're watching this on video, just advance until you see me come out of pause. Give me 1 moment. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to check something in the house. So, quick delay, a quick timeout, TV timeout or something from the umpires. So it's 14-7. Benny LoCicero steps to the plate.
Number 38.
He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 runs batted in. And he hits a line drive down the right field line. It bounces around in the corner. And he's going to go to second. Strong throw to second will not be in time. It is a stand-up double for Benny, his 26th double of the season.
Number 31.
Here's a replay. Still nobody out. First base umpire saying, go, 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 go. So next up is Matt Saps. Matt has 3 for 3. He's at a homer, 3 runs batted in. And he hits a deep drive to center, but playable. Center fielder is there to make the catch for the first down. And Saps is 3 for 4.
Now batting. Number 79.
So Matt Termini, third baseman, is 1 for 3 with a single. Runner in scoring position. He's 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss at the inside fastball, strike 1. That is not correct. 8 home runs is not third on the team. It's like 7th or 8th. And he fouls it off. The runner was in motion, so maybe it was a hit and run. Who knows? In any event, runner is still at second. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Count is 0-2. Pitch is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Termini. Pitch is low in the dirt, blocked nicely by Langoliers. No advance. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 14-7 ball game. Swing and a miss, out in front of the changeup, and there's 2 away. He knows he got him. Here's the pitch from Cy Young, the man the award was named after. So, up steps Anthony Miller, 1 for 3 with a single. And he hit him. No intent there, obviously. So runners will be at first and second with 2 away. And the leadoff man will step in again, Max Luklitch. And Max is 2 for 4. He has 2 singles and an RBI. He's got 3 runs scored. Runners at first and second with 2 away. And he grounds it softly to second baseman, flips to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they get another run on the home run at the end of 6 innings of play. It's the BRONX KNIGHTS 14, Kansas City Royals 7. So we go to the top of the 7th. Up steps Shea Langoliers. He's 0 for 2. Telly is still out there pitching. And he grounds it up the first base line, backhanded by Mattingly, takes it himself, 1 pitch, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Leadoff man Byron Buxton's 1 for 3, but it was a big one, a 3-run home run in the 5th. In any other game, that would have been a major, major swing, but... Oh, but he's got another one. Hits it the other way, and that ball is gone. 2nd home run of the game for Byron Buxton, number 9 of the season. The balls are flying out of Classic Yankee Stadium today, and the score is 14-8. Let's look at this replay. Just drives it out the other way. Short porch in right field. So, with 1 out, top of the 7th, Nick Senzel steps in. He's 0 for 3.
Second baseman, Nick Senzel.
At the knees, strike 1 with the 2-seam fastball. Swing and a miss over the top of the curveball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Lazy fly ball to center. There is Luklitch. He makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
Next up, Alex Bregman, 2 for 3. Single, a double, a run scored. He has the average of 285. And he slices it into the seats. A foul ball. Split finger fastball just misses the corner. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball up the middle, but they're playing him that way. Ramos throws across the diamond from the shortstop position, and the side is retired. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Kansas City gets another one on the home run by Byron Buxton, but it's Bronx Knights leading 14-8. So, bottom of the 7th, before we go to Mattingly at the stepping up to the plate, we'll go to the bullpen, and I would like Carlos Estevez to warm up and go in the game. Scheduled to play in the game. He will pitch the 8th. So, Mattingly's 3 for 4 today. Cy Young is still out there. Pitches outside, ball 1. Hits the outside corner. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Donnie Baseball. Chases a high fastball. Count is 1-2. That delivery, that slow delivery, is mesmerizing. Checks the swing, or did he? According to the third base umpire, yes, he did. So the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls it up the third base line, but it is a foul ball, and we will do it again. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. It is a 6-run ball game. Fouls it off to stay alive. We'll do it again. The payoff pitch is still coming. Let's go. Grounds it the other way to the third baseman. Bregman fires across the diamond, and there is 1 away. So next up is the second baseman, Chris Ramos. He's walked twice today, but he's 0 for 2 officially. And it's a hard ground ball. Diving stop by Senzel. Nice play. And there's 2 away. Stole a hit. So he's 0 for 3 today. With all those runs, Ramos is 0 for 3. That might not be Senzel. That might be... Yeah, that's Senzel. So next up is Michael O'Rourke, 2 for 4. He has a homer, single. He's got 5 runs batted in today. Ground ball through into center field. It is a 2-out hit, and 3rd hit of the game for Michael. He's got that hitting streak up to 17 games. I'm sure he'd like to save a couple of these hits, stretch him out. So, Jacob Salazar is 1 for 3, had a solo homer in his last at-bat. And that one's going to flare out into center field. It is a base hit. So runners will be at first and second with 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. The hits just keep on coming. So pitching change for the Royals. Nick Birdie comes in. He's 4-1 with a 7.58 earned run average. He does have strikeout potential. 60 strikeouts in 48 2/3 innings pitched, but... So, Benny LoCicero was 3 for 4. Steps to the plate. Pitches outside, ball 1. There are 2 away. Runners lead off first and second. It's a 6-run ball game. Knights lead 14-8. He grounds it to the first baseman, takes it himself to retire the side. So we will go to the top of the 8th. Like I said, it's a 6-run ball game. Bronx Knights lead 14-8. Pitching change, yes. Coming in to pitch the 8th is Carlos Estevez, making his 26th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 1-1, 3.12 earned run average. And he will face Paul Konerko, who's 0 for 3. And late on the fastball, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the slider, strike 2. Swing and a miss, the fastball. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Paul Konerko. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 33.
Went right at him.
Jesse Winkler.
So next up is Jesse Winkler. He has 2 for 3. He's got 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Going for home run number 3 in this at-bat. Pulls it foul for strike 1. Keep calling him Winkler. Jesse Winker. Jesse Winker. And this one, he makes a bid for the short porch in right field, but in front of the 314 sign, LoCicero makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So Matt Olson is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles and a run scored. In there, strike 1, 99 on the radar gun. Fouls off the changeup. Count is 0-2 on Olson. And he lazy fly ball to center. LoCicero, check that. Luklitch is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is still a 6-run ball game. Bronx Knights lead 14-8. Manager. Bullpen. Righty, righty, righty. Zach will come in and pitch the 9th. So Matt Saps steps in. He is 3 for 4 today. Pitches outside, ball 1. Nick Birdie, 43,054 fans in attendance here at Classic Yankee Stadium. Not a sellout, but not bad. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Sellout would have been low 50s, so 43,000 is pretty good. And that is a line drive bloop, but caught by the shortstop for out number 1. So Matt Termini's 1 for 4 with a single. Steps in with 1 away. Little late on the sliders, strike 1. And he jams him inside into the seats down the first base line, strike 2. Swing and a miss, the slider chased the pitch outside, and there's 2 away, 2 quick outs. So, with 2 away here in the top of the 8th, Anthony Miller 1 for 3 with a single, steps up against Birdie. And he skies it to right. Long run for the right fielder at the track. The wall crashes into the fence to make the catch to retire the side. Nice play out there in right. Jordan Luplow. So we go to the 9th. Last licks for Kansas City. They need 6 runs to tie. Can they do it?
Your attention, please.
In to close this one out, he obviously won't be eligible for a save, but Zach Eflin, no record. ERA is 3.14 and 14 in the 3rd innings pitched. Leading off the top of the 9th is Tyler Freeman. He's 0 for 3.
The shortstop, Tyler Freeman.
And that is a line drive towards the gap. Long run, but he will not make it. Makes the turn at second. Throw to second is not in time. It is a leadoff double for Tyler. His 14th of the season. And they have something cooking. They need 6 runs, so they need lots of base runners in order to make this a game. So next up is Jordan Luplow is 1 for 3. Outside corner, strike 1. Slider on the edge. Count is 0-2. Breaks his bat in fair territory. And he beats him in a race to first for the first out. Runner remains at second. Does not advance. I don't know why he didn't take over third, but. So Shea Langoliers with 1 out steps up. He is 0 for 3. Grounds it down to third base line, and it is down the line. And he's going to throw to the plate. No, it's an RBI single. The score is now 14-9. It is a 5-run ball game on the single by Shea Langoliers. Let's watch the replay. And they have made this game closer than it should have ever gotten. So, as Byron Buxton steps to the plate, he did this in the 7th. His second home run of the game. What we're going to do is we're going to go bullpen, and we're going to warm up John Smoltz just in case. In there, strike one. Runner at first, one away here in the 9th. It is a 5-run lead. Grounds it to the right side and through, a base hit. And there are runners at first and second with one out. And things in the stadium are starting to get a little tense. Up steps Nick Senzel, who's 0 for 4. Manager, mound visit, talk it over. In there, strike one, 96 on the radar gun. Runners lead off first and second with one away. Swing and a miss at the slider, count is 0-2. Fouls off the fastball, chases a pitch. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Nick. Ground ball, flips to second for 1, back to first, double play, side retired, ball game over. Bronx Knights win 14-9. So the Bronx Knights take this first game of a 4-game set here at Classic Yankee Stadium. This win number 76 on the season. The win will go to Patrick Joseph. I believe that is win number 12, if I'm not mistaken. It could be win number 12. There he is. So let's go to the scoreboard. Bronx Knights, 14 runs, 18 hits, no errors. Kansas City, 9 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Again, Patrick Joseph is the winning pitcher. Mike Fulton, I think that's how it's pronounced. I have no idea. I had a terrible, terrible day, and he gets the loss. And Michael O'Rourke is the player of the game. He's 3 for 5 with a homer, 5 runs batted in. He scored twice, and he is the player of the game. And that has been a broadcast of Bronx Knights baseball. I am RC Robin. If you're watching this on YouTube, please, please, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's my intention to play every inning of every game of a 162-game schedule. This was game number 115. I'm going 162 plus. No skipped innings, no simulated games. Every game on YouTube, straight through to the playoffs and hopefully the World Series. And I hope you'll be there to watch it. Thank you so much. And if baseball is not your thing necessarily, we have other playlists of other video games and even Dungeons and Dragons. We have a playlist dedicated to Dungeons and Dragons on the YouTube channel. This has been Shenanigans with RC Robin. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great night.